anything we need to talk about before we bring the jurors in?
Yes, Your Honor. Last night, the state gave us redacted discs of the statements, and we were able to review the first statement, and the audio is cut out of those areas that were redacted, but you still see Mr. Nealy talking on there, and it would be more appropriate to edit those portions out. Ms. Max at the state attorney's office indicated that that can be done, and if Mr. Sarabia didn't know how to do it, it's a two-step process and she can show him. I did think it's overly prejudicial to see him moving his mouth and talking, but no sound.
All right, well, I am going to give them an instruction that a recording has been edited, and so that's not to affect you at all. So if it's edited, it shouldn't be a shock that he's moving his mouth at times. But what says the state?
And Judge, it keeps being moving target. I was very clear when we discussed this that I would blank out the audio. Everybody knew that that's what was going to happen. It did happen.
That's
not true.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did say that from the beginning. So
right, the record will speak for itself. But it takes hours to do this stuff, hours to put it in. I don't know what Sarah Max is talking about. Quite frankly, she's not what I would call extremely tech savvy. Like, I know there's all kinds of crazy things that we could put, like dogs and cats like floating around in the video if you have enough tools and if you have enough time. But right now we're here on Friday. I'm going to be in front of you most of the day. Then I'm going to be trying to take a deposition of their last expert that they listed last Friday. There's no more hours in the day to prepare to do this to enter in Monday. And I, again, don't have the personal ability to be able to edit this any further. I did exactly what was asked by the court and by the defense. I did exactly what we said we would do. And Dave, you cannot, you can tell that the people are still talking. There's Anderson's gesturing at points, but you cannot tell what they are saying. And that is exactly what we discussed. And it is, there's some redactions that are in the middle of sentences, so it's it would bring more attention to it, and would make it look more inappropriate if it just cut, because then what happened to the rest of the sentences? It's the same sentence? I don't know, but as it stands, it's not prejudicial in any way to the defense, other than the fact that all evidence is prejudicial.
Judge, I'm sorry, but when we're talking about putting a needle in somebody's arm, I'm not really concerned about time. In my 33 years of practice, I have never, ever had a case where there were redactions from a statement or a video or whatever that were not edited in the fashion that I am requesting to be edited.
Okay, well, I had a murder case a couple of weeks ago, and that's what happened. Okay, so it's not the ideal thing, but the state said from the beginning that if it's just audio, that it's easy to redact it. If it's audio and video, it's very difficult. Why, I don't know, but it is. And then Ms. Max is at the head of kind of the appellate division at the state attorney's office, right?
And she knows how to do it, and she says you can do it, and she will show
Okay.
it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If she volunteers to do it, then I guess it can be done. I mean, I understand the state's problem, right? Because they're putting on a case here, right? They have to deal with all of the witnesses. They have to deal with actually being in court and doing what they have to do. They have to deal with the deposition. They have to prep the witnesses. They have to prep every day, all right? So, I mean, you have to admit that you came up with these things pretty late, all right? So it's not like, hey, a month before the trial, these are all the redactions that I want, and I'm in agreement with all these, right? And this is something that just happened. So but they can only do so much, okay? There's only so much time. I know that, that you don't care about time, but time is a part of life, right? Space and time. If you ever watch science shows on TV, space and time. So there's only so much time, and they're kind of out of time, all right? And Ms. Max really doesn't deal with this stuff on a daily basis. I mean, she really doesn't. She deals with the law, she deals with appeals. All right, so I will tell you what, State, when you get a chance, ask Ms. Max if she wants to do it, okay? Because I'm not saying she's not busy, but you two don't have really the time to do it, okay? So if she can actually do it, then fine. You want me to take a few minutes away and you give her a call and see if she wants to volunteer for that?
I would also note, again, defense counsel is a moving target, because when she approached me this morning, she told me that Ms. Max knows how to blank out the face, which we've all seen those on the cops, you know, when they blank out the faces. Now she's talking about cutting it out, which is a different thing. So I don't know which one.
Incorrect.
I don't. No, that is exactly what was said to me. So I'm not sure which one Mrs. Max can actually do, because she keeps telling me different things.
All right, so give her a call and find out if she really can do it and if she wants to volunteer to do it, okay?
Well,
And then,
can we be clear on what exactly the defense counsel is now claiming they want done?
okay, and I think what they want is, where we're going to mute it, they want that just cut out, right?
That's correct.
All right. So I don't think there's a whole lot of prejudice, because I don't think there's really any prejudice, okay? Because we're telling them, look, the video has been edited to take out things that all parties agree are not relevant. So in no way should that affect your decision in any way whatsoever. So we're telling them that they're talking and we're taking it out. So if we see them talking and you're not hearing it, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Okay. Now, if you had a conversation with Ms. Max, I don't know why you would, but if you did, and she says, "Hey, I know how to do it. I'll volunteer to do it. I'll spend my weekend away from my kids. I'll work on it." That's fine. If she wants to do it, fine. Otherwise, no, we're not going to do it. If she volunteers, fine. If she doesn't, fine. Okay?
Judge, let me just be clear. I did not speak to Ms. Max. I was informed by Ms. Deliberato that she spoke with Ms. Max, and that is what Ms. Max told her.
Okay. All right. Well, that's double hearsay, but the state's going to find out.
And two other things I just want to put on the record so it's clear. First of all, I know the court is saying time and space or whatever that phrase was. Well, you know, as the court knows, because every case says it, death is different. And we are here, obviously,
Okay.
on a death
I've heard that
penalty
before.
case. Secondly, when the court is saying they've got to, meaning the state, has to take a deposition, and Mr. Sarabia is saying they just listed their witness on Friday, I've made it abundantly clear to the court that the jail, as many times as we told them, hey, we got to get this stuff done, we got to take him to get these scans, they won't tell us, of course, because they're not allowed to tell us when they're taking them, but then we find out he hasn't gone, and we're like, hey, you got to take him, hey, you got to take him. It's not our fault when they take him for scans, and then we get results a week before trial's coming. I mean, that's just not our fault. So for him to act like I could have listed this person earlier.
All right, that's a whole other issue, okay? We're not going to go off on all kinds of tangents like that. Okay, so get a hold of Ms. Max and find out what she has to say about that, okay? And what is Mr. Rosario doing? Is he just muting things right now?
Yeah, it is the exact same video, except the audio goes out in all the parts that the court ruled that we had to take out.
All right, and he's your Pasco
He's
expert
Pasco County.
with technology, right?
Correct.
And he doesn't think he has the ability to actually cut it out as opposed to mute it, right?
I have not discussed that, but.
All right. All right, so get with Ms. Max if you want to get with Mr. Rosario too, all right? And then
Judge, I would
come
ask
back.
that they do that, because perhaps Mr. Rosario was just told to mute it and not asked to splice it, so.
Because that was the only thing that the court and the defense counsel indicated that needed to be done.
All
I
right,
did
so
not explore-
just ask them, okay? If either one can do it, fine. If they can't, fine, okay? All right, so we'll just take a recess until you're done with the phone calls, okay? Thank you.